Back at the Thomas and Mack Center, New Mexico knocks off UNLV 80-77 the final. It is the Lobo basketball post-game show. The Lobos hang on at the finish in a tying Rebel 3 off the front iron at the horn. Lobos 80, Rebels 77 the final. All right, time for the State Farm combination of the game. When you have the right combination, great things happen like this. Back to Elijah near the center circle with 20 on the timer and a $1:20 on the game clock. Lobos up 70-68. A jet screens for EB. Gives it left corner to Damian. Damian whips it inside. Oh, dunks with two hands. There it is. The State Farm Insurance combination of the game. Damian Jefferson to a botch, a jet. It is presented by State Farm Insurance. Talk to an agent about combining your home and auto into a plan that's right for you. Here to help life go right. State Farm. New Mexico wins 80-77. Back after this break with a Delta Dental coach's comments. The Lobos knock off the Rebels in Sin City. Lobo basketball from Learfield. Welcome back to the Thomas and Mack Center in Las Vegas. New Mexico has the road win that they needed, 80-77 over the Rebels here in Sin City. It is time for the Delta Dental coach's comments, brought to you by Delta Dental of New Mexico. We welcome in Lobo head coach Craig Neal. And Coach Neal, go to the Turquoise on the road and get the W.
Well, I like the turquoise. I don't wear it like Norm used to wear it, but I like turquoise, and it looks good on our guys. So we thought we'd bring it out tonight.
Well, a terrific performance to get the 80-77 road win, and you got great contributions from multiple guys who have been up and down. For example, Abacha-Jet, terrific tonight, 15 and 11.
Well, I think the biggest thing is you know, as a senior, it starts winding down, and I kept telling these guys, they're right there in the middle of it. They're right in the middle of it. I mean, I said we're there one step. We kind of gave two away. We got two on the road. We got this one on the road. But, you know, I told them at halftime Nevada lost, hoping that it would motivate them. And I just asked him to play hard. I just wanted him to run the floor, play hard. We spread the floor out. We just let him play basketball. Didn't run a lot of sets. We just played basketball. And that's why Damian Jefferson was terrific. Elijah Brown showed great poise and maturity for a veteran guy. You know, we got great contributions, but it just goes back to, you know, everybody wants to keep talking about the Nevada game. Yeah, that's going to sting for a while, but we didn't have Jordan Hunter. That's a perfect example tonight where you got Jordan Hunter and Jalen Harris, and Jordan Hunter makes 3 big free throws. I mean, when you have 2 point guards you can put in the game to make plays at the end of the game and get the ball in bounds, that makes a huge difference. And, you know, proud of Elijah, proud of the group. I thought he led them. I thought he got them focused. But, he was terrific.
Abacha-Jet early on, he was just on fire, getting them the ball inside. And it seemed like maybe UNLV kind of shut it down in the second half, or were you guys just not looking inside?
They did. We just ran a lot of spread. We just spread it out and let our guards kind of penetrate, and that's what Damian was able to do. We didn't, you know, I would have liked to get Connor McDougal some more minutes, but when O's playing that was hard. I mean, it's you know, and O really didn't need a rest. So, I mean, when he's playing that well, it's one of those things you want to do, but. It was a great team effort. You know, I didn't play Anthony, I didn't play Adam, but, you know, those guys, we had – you guys were at practice. You know, Robert, you were at practice at Impact. We haven't practiced good there in 6 years, and that was the best practice we've ever had there. So I knew that they were – you know, it's like I said, the most dangerous animal is a wounded animal. And we're wounded. We're wounded. We're wounded with X. We're wounded with Dane. We're wounded with Tim. And I told the guys that. But the pack always wins out. And they did a heck of a job.
You were able to weather a little storm there, too, early, where both of your point guards got in quick foul trouble.
Well, I just went to the I guess it's just put the ball in the best player's hands. And just say, hey, you got to bring it up. You got to run offense. You got to be mature. You got to make right decisions. And he did. And, you know, he's done everything I've asked him to do. And you got to give him credit.
Coach, you guys shot well. I mean, from the three, that's something the team hasn't done very well all year. But the turnovers, I mean, you almost like wanted to give the game away with turnovers.
Yeah, still there. We turned it over. I think we had 9 at half. not for sure what we had at half.
You wound up with 16 for the game.
16, 17. We can't do that. But our turnovers early were not very good. I mean, they were bad turnovers where they let out. We were trying to make some plays. I mean, but we got to shore that up. Yeah. But I think we're playing faster.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a little bit more. I mean, we scored 80 tonight because I was trying to figure out how I was going to manufacture 27 points that weren't there.
And I thought maybe because there were some new guys. Jefferson doesn't play a lot of minutes, but he was in there. One time it was a miscue between Jefferson maybe and Hunter. And
Yep. So we'll get our way through it.
Yeah. It was 8 first half, 8 second half on the turnovers. But the first half as well,
but offensive there weren't any turnovers in the press.
Yeah,
that's right. You took care of it in the crucial. Exactly.
That was a good thing.
Yeah. Somebody asked you in the pregame. Exactly.
Yeah, that was a good thing.
The offensive rebounds, they were getting them in the first half. You did a better job of that,
We talked about it. I just told those guys we had to win by plus 10, and we were down. We were down in the first half. We gave them – they get 10 offensive rebounds, and we out-rebounded 11 rebounds in the second half. But our guys just were quicker to the ball, showed a lot of pride. Yeah. They could have – they showed a lot of pride, and they were quick to the ball, going after it. And when we play Sam – and Damian and Ahir, and you get some of those guys, they got that quickness. And even Jalen Harris, he gets off the floor so quick. And then Abach was keeping him. But even, Elijah, you got to give him credit. He was getting his nose in there. He wasn't running out. He got his nose in there. And when you do that and have 5 guys in there, that's what's going to happen.
Coach, we're talking situation basketball. And I want to ask you that, at the end of the game, there's a little over 6 seconds left.
We were supposed to foul.
Were you? Okay. We're sitting here. For me, I'm a big proponent of not fouling and stopping the clock.
I just told the guys in the huddle, I know what I'm going to do, but we're in it together. I said, "What? You want to guard them? You want to foul them?" We were going to try to foul him, but that screen happened so quick we couldn't get him. And then by the time he gets over half court, you can't, because then you're going to think we needed to foul him in the front court.
Right.
But that's something we talked about. That's something we'll learn from. But, Sam did a nice job getting out there. But, we did want to foul, but it wanted to be up the floor.
You wanted to take the foul in the backcourt.
Yes.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So that's why we put Elijah on it, because he's been in those situations and knows how to do that.
And he had 0 fouls.
Well, it came quick. Yeah, he's had 0 fouls, and it came quick. And – we weren't very vocal letting him know it was coming, so he had to get it right away.
Wow.
Big win.
Yeah.
Great win.
Yeah, and great contributions from a bunch of guys. You got double digits from Damian and O, but there were little pieces from a bunch of other guys, too.
First year had good minutes.
Joe played well. Yeah. Ahir did some good things, so we're going to play a lot of guys. We're going to have to do that.
So now you have to prepare for a brand-new team that you haven't seen.
It's fine. We're going to prepare for us and play better for us. And we're going to have to we'll have to work 2 days how we're going to play. Robert, you were probably laughing at me because I was doing a lot of different things at practice I've never done the other day before this game. And I tried to do some stuff that I haven't done since Rowe was here. And that's play 4 guards and play it a lot and do some different things, put some guys in some different places. And when you don't do that a lot, it's new, and you kind of get out of your comfort zone. Then you got to do a lot of things on the quick. So it was good.
Well, I've been at a few of those practices at Impact, and then the games that followed. Some of them tournament games recently. Well, you got your dub after Impact practice.
It's always to get a good win here, and then know the tournament's coming around the corner.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thanks,
Craig.
guys. Appreciate y'all. Thanks,
y'all.
Lobo head coach Craig Neal, the Delta Dental coach's comments brought to you by Delta Dental of New Mexico. Almost 400,000 New Mexicans covered by Delta Dental plans. For more information, log on to deltadentalnm.com. We pause in the Lobo basketball post-game show. Back after this at the Thomas and Mack. Lobos 80, Rebels 77 final. Lobo basketball from Learfield. Back for a final time on the Lobo basketball postgame show from the Thomas and Mack Center in Las Vegas. New Mexico 80, UNLV 77 is the final. The Lobos get the victory, and they improve to 14-9 overall, 7-4 in conference play. The Rebels 10-13 now overall, and with their loss tonight, the Rebels' loss, and Utah State's stunning victory, 74-57 over Nevada in Logan, that means that the Rebels are in sole possession of the bottom of the Mountain West Conference now at the conclusion of play tonight. All right, time to select our P&M Reliable Player of the Game, and you heard Coach Neal talk about him in glowing terms. Maturity tonight and leading scorer with 29 points. Your P&M Reliable Player of the Game, none other than shooting guard Elijah Brown. A jet comes to screen for Elijah. Elijah, pull up three on the way, left wing. It goes! A huge one for EB. A season high 5 threes. The Lobos by 6. Yeah, that was a monster triple. 6-point advantage at that point. And in fact, that was the biggest lead the Lobos enjoyed in the whole game. It came with 42 ticks to go. And EB finished with 29 points, 8 of 17 floor, 5 of 9 distance, those 5 triples, a new season high, 2 off a career high. 8 of 8 from the foul line, seems to always be perfect there lately. 7 boards, 2 assists, 3 turnovers in a team high 38 minutes. Elijah Brown, the P&M Reliable Player of the Game. P&M here for you in all of New Mexico. Reliable people, reliable partner in our communities, reliable power. Nationally, P&M consistently ranks among the best for keeping the lights on. Your P&M Reliable Player of the Game is Elijah Brown. Hey, fans, Bank of the West continues its commitment as the Lobo three-point basket sponsor. After every game, they make a donation to Special Olympics of New Mexico. Now, it's more than 20 years. They've contributed over $100,000 to Special Olympics of New Mexico as part of their proud commitment to Lobo athletics. All right, Hunter Green, we debated about the Subway sub of the game tonight, and there were some candidates, a couple different candidates, and in the end, you like the contributions overall from Sam Logwood in 27 minutes, 27 big minutes for Coach Neal off the bench.
Yeah, but he actually came on strong in the closing minutes. Is the reason why I thought Sam Logwood deserved
Subway sub of the
play
game.
Of the game. Yeah.
So your Subway sub of the game brought to you by Subway of New Mexico, Sam Logwood. Subway restaurants keep you going on and off the court. Stop in today. Subway, eat fresh. Logwood, 8 points, 4 of 8 floor shooting, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Logwood logs 27 minutes off the bench, and he is the Subway sub of the game. All right, that's going to put a ribbon on things for us. From the Thomas and Mack, Scott Stigler is at the ready for your phone calls on the flagship station, 770 KKOB, and you can catch the 50,000-watt blowtorch from just about anywhere, it seems. So get ready for the overtime call-in show with Stig next. Hunter, the Lobos get back home, and now you kind of feel like the schedule comes back to New Mexico a little bit, right?
Yeah.
You got San Jose State at home, and then those 3 toughies you knew were coming in the second half of the schedule, they're all at home. Boise State, Colorado State, San Diego State. The road trips are Air Force, Fresno State, and Wyoming. First things first, though, 4 o'clock on this coming Saturday in Wise Pies Arena against San Jose State, and we're going to see the Spartans for the first time this season and the only time this season, and they continue to show signs of getting a little bit better.
Yeah, they've upset a couple teams here and there. But like Coach Neal says, he's really not concerned about what they do. He's going to focus on what the Lobos do. So I like that attitude. And it just seemed like they were loose tonight. They came out with energy. And like you said, a wounded animal or dog, or I'm not sure how he.
Yeah, the wounded animal is the most dangerous animal.
Yeah,
that's what he said.
Yeah, and I thought they showed it. I mean, guys stepped up. Guys who normally don't play a lot of minutes were called on, and everybody was awake, alert, and ready. And Jefferson played huge minutes and contributed like we thought he would. It was fun to watch these guys being down without their top scorer, Tim Williams, and being able to produce a W here on the road. Got to clean up the turnovers, though.
No question about that. Did clean up the second chance opportunities in the second half and crash the boards.
Yeah.
But the turnovers continued. 8 in both halves tonight. Name to watch for on Saturday, Brandon Clark, number 2 scorer in the conference at just shy of 19 points a game. He is the star player for San Jose State as the Spartans come to town. 4 p.m., our airtime, 3:30, Bank of the West pregame show Saturday this weekend, Lobos and San Jose State in Wise Pies Arena. Top scorer tonight, Elijah Brown, 29 for the Lobos. Obachichet with a double-double, 15 points and 11 boards. Damian Jefferson, he gets the start, 13 points, 9 rebounds, just missed a double-double, also had 4 assists. Give 8 points to Hunter and Logwood, 3 to Furstinger, and 2 for Harris and McDougal. On the flip side, the top scorer for UNLV, one of the least likely candidates, it ends up being a guy who had only had 1 double-digit game in his last 6 games. But tonight, he looked like a world beater.
A career? Was that a career
high? It was a career high.
Yeah.
25 points was a career high for Tyrell Green, and he also pulled down 8 rebounds. 23 for Jovan Mooring. We knew that he was tough, and he showed it throughout. 23 points for him. They got double figures from Morgan, 10, 8 for Jones, 5 for Dembele, 4 apiece. 4 for Ofebu and 2 for Poyser, who was a non-factor with foul trouble tonight. Okay, we'll talk to you on Saturday from the legendary pit. Hunter, good stuff, man.
Yeah, man.
Always enjoy coming to Vegas.
It's always good to pick up a win on the road.
Yeah. We'll be back here pretty soon.
That's right.
Yeah. Tourney time doesn't seem that far away as we have hit the final month of the regular season, and then you know what comes after that, March Madness. Okay, Stig's ready for you. Overtime Call-In Show is next. Thanks to Malik Taylor, my broadcast producer and engineer tonight, my partner, and the Lobo great Hunter Green alongside. I'm Robert Portnoy. So long for now. New Mexico gets a big win, and now they've won 5 of their last 6. The Lobos improved to 14-9, 7-4 in league, right in the thick of a conference race that tightened up tonight because Utah State handed Nevada its 3rd loss in conference this year. Final score for the final time. The Lobos defeat the Rebels in the Thomas & Mack Center in Vegas. New Mexico 80, UNLV 77. So long, everybody. You're listening to Lobo Basketball from Learfield.